You are out there in the middle of nowhere and there is an emergency. And you don't have the necessary set of skills to deal with that emergency. What are you gonna do? The only thing you're gonna do is watch your patient die. Or if you're lucky, you might be with a nurse that has a lot of ICU and ER experience, and that nurse might save the day. So to all of you who are thinking about maybe, trying to join a cruise ship after medical school, no. First of all, you will need 3 years of experience. Many companies now are requiring 5 years. And when I say 5 years of experience, I don't mean 5 years working in some rural, quiet hospital where you see 1 or 2 patients a day as a family doctor. No, I mean on the floor, in the ER. Hi, Tam here. Let's talk about cruise ships, right? Being a cruise ship doctor is not a specialty. I don't know of any cruise ship doctor, and I've got a lot of friends who are cruise ship doctors, obviously, right? I have never heard of a cruise ship doctor who back in medical school had already made it his dream or his goal, or her dream or her goal to become a cruise ship doctor. No, that should never be the goal. You're going through medical school, you're studying medicine, you're gaining the experience, and the goal there of becoming a doctor is to help others, to further your understanding of the human body, to cure disease, and all that stuff. That's the purpose of going to medical school and becoming a doctor. Practically all the cruise ships doctors that I know, and that includes myself obviously, right? Once they became doctor, none of them had the ambition of becoming a cruise ship doctor. They were all doing something else, or we were all doing something else, and then they stumbled into the job. I worked as a doctor for how many years? I worked as a doctor for 9 years before going on my first cruise ship. When I qualified and when I was practicing medicine, I had no idea that there was even a thing as there was even such a thing as a cruise ship doctor. Right? That was not my focus, that was not my goal, that was not my ambition. I had something else in mind. I wanted to become the best doctor that I can be. And that should be your goal as well, to become the best doctor you can be. If you join a cruise ship, just 3 years after qualifying, in my opinion, you cannot become the best doctor that you can be. All right? Because medicine, the acquisition of skills and knowledge is done through time. The more time you spend on the floor, the more patients you see, the more experience you get. And it doesn't matter which medical school you went to, in which country, and what were your grades. It doesn't matter. You could have passed all your subjects cum laude. But if you're gonna go on a cruise ship just 1 year after qualifying, you're not gonna get any experience. Yes, you'll see patients and all that stuff, but the pace is not gonna be, how do I say that? You can only get the experience in a hospital setup, especially an academic hospital, not a private hospital. The real experience, the acquisition of skills and knowledge is done through public academic hospitals, where there is an intense flow of patients, lots of patients to see, lots of emergencies, you're overworked, You know, you putting your acid drains and your central lines every day. You know, you're doing cardiac resus, you know, you're doing resuscitations, trauma resus every single day. You know, you're looking at x-rays day and night. Right? Day and night. You're looking at CT scans, you're looking at ultrasounds day and night. You know, you're just absorbing the knowledge. You know, you are in M&M meetings with other doctors, with professors. You know, you are attending ward rounds. You know, you're getting grilled in ward rounds sometimes. You know, you're being asked tough questions that will require difficult answers. You know, you see very complicated cases that will be coming from peripheral hospitals into your main academic hospitals. You know, so you see all the tough and complicated cases. That intense workflow is what makes you a better doctor, because, you know, the more you practice, the more cases you see. You know, after 2, 3, 4, 5 years, whatever new case you see, you'll have a backlog in your mind, in your memory, to say that, I remember a case like that. Yeah, you know, and then you know what to do. Skills, knowledge, and instincts combined all play a role, you know. Once you've got that, once you've got the skills, once you've got the knowledge, once you've got the confidence, you know, once you've got that medical memory, then you are a full doctor. And you can now decide to go and work on a cruise ship, maybe go work for International SOS, maybe go work for Doctors Without Borders. You know, you can do anything you want in life. You know, you can be a travel doctor anywhere. You can go to areas of needs where there's earthquakes and stuff like that, you know. You can work for UNICEF, you know, you can be part of a relief program somewhere in the world, you know, in any country in need. You know, you are a complete doctor, you're fully confident of your knowledge and skills, and you keep learning every day. You keep educating yourself every day. So that's it. Become a cruise ship doctor, but not before getting the knowledge, the skills, and the experience through hard work in a hospital. Once you've got that knowledge, you're ready to go and you'll enjoy yourself. Because remember, I mean, on a cruise ship, right? It's a cruise ship. You might be the only doctor there. You've 2,000 passengers, 3,000 passengers, 4,000 passengers. And some cases will be hectic. And if you're stuck, you're alone. And if you don't have the skills to decompress a chest or do a cricothyroidotomy or put a central line or whatever, you know, your patient might be gone. Remember, you are in a cruise ship, you are on a cruise ship, sorry. Think of it as a spaceship. You are out there in the middle of nowhere, in space, and there is an emergency. And you don't have the necessary set of skills to deal with that emergency. You might have the knowledge, but you don't have the proper sets of skills yet. What are you gonna do? The only thing you're gonna do is watch your patient die. Or if you're lucky, you might be with a nurse that has a lot of ICU and ER experience, and that nurse might save the day. So yeah, you know, so my advice to you, once again, is rather get the experience, get the acquisition of skills, you know, get really comfortable. And I would say after a minimum of 5 years, consider going on a cruise ship. When you go into a setup like that, you must feel within yourself that you can attend to any medical emergency, be it a pediatric emergency, a little baby, a neonate, a toddler, a senior citizen. You must be comfortable with any situation. A pregnant woman, a psychiatric patient, a schizo, psychotic patient, any situation that presents, you must be able to handle it. And you can only handle those with experience, because you've handled them before. The day you see a passenger that has been hit by a forklift just outside the gangway because maybe the forklift driver was reckless. And they bring this patient to you, polytrauma, with a hip fracture, lung contusions, maybe a flail chest or whatever, You must be comfortable with your ATLS, not because you've read about ATLS and you've done your ATLS course, but because you've attended to many ATLS situations in the past. And you're completely comfortable and you know that you're going to give this patient the best treatment possible. Remember, you are the only doctor on many ships. Many smaller luxury cruise lines have only one doctor. That's the reality. So you need to be good. You need to be the best that you can be. So what I'm saying is that you need to be an excellent physician for you to find yourself on a cruise ship alone, stranded at sea, in between Europe and North America, in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, with no helicopter support, no Coast Guard support. You must be good, and you must have the knowledge and the skills and the experience. And that's why my advice to you is, please, gain the experience, have the proper skills, and later on in your medical career, if you're still interested in cruise ship medicine, yes, by all means, go for it. Yeah? That's my advice to you. Cheers. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video till the end. If you've liked this video, please leave me a like. If you have any comments, leave a comment. If you have any questions, leave a question. I'll answer you, or at least I'll do my best to answer you. Don't forget to subscribe. My goal is to now get to 400 subscribers by the end of the month. Cheers.